spend the day with me on Block Island and come glass float hunting. Block Island has a really cool tradition where every year they hide 550 glass floats around the island. A glass float is basically a blown glass ball, and they hide them all along public trails, public beaches, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Even though they hide 550 of them, they're actually very hard to find. This morning we took the ferry over from Point Judith, and then when we got to the island, we went over to the eastern side and just started along the beaches. Sometimes glass orbs will be hidden between driftwood or rocks on the beach, or even in washed up lobster pots. We also stopped at a couple different trails, and then we took a quick break and headed into town just to grab a drink and hang out. It was actually a really quiet day, and there weren't that many people here. One of my favorite times to go is in June or at the end of the summer. It's so peaceful. We headed back out and focused on a couple different trails. One of my favorite things about Block Island is how many trails you can just stumble upon. Sometimes floats will be hidden up in trees or just along the edges of trails. And then we went over to the northern part of the island, which is my favorite, and we stopped at the beach here. If you do end up finding a glass float, you can actually register it online and you can see which ones have been found every year, which is really cool. It's called the Glass Float Project if you do want to look it up. We finished the day in town and had such a good day. We grabbed some ice cream and we didn't end up finding any orbs, but I would definitely recommend doing this sometime this summer.